Hey guys, Kevin here from the Strictly Broken TCG team. With me today we have my usual co-host, Mr. Jason Malik.
Hello.
And our guest for this week, Mr. Matt. You may know him as Kisa Matt on the Discords. This episode is the best ever set review show for Danmachi, which releases now. But unfortunately, Nova TCG will not have it in stock due to the shipment delay that's happening globally. He told me that do expect his singles to be up at noon PST tomorrow. So yeah, if you want to buy into the set and you want to buy from Nova TCG, support our North American stores, then you probably have to wait till tomorrow, unfortunately.
This set looking pretty affordable.
And that's not the worst. I expected something like next week, but tomorrow is okay.
And then, as always, we need to give a shout out to our two sponsors. As I mentioned before, Nova TCG. He is the man who helps his sponsors and pays for these shows and allow us to do these shows for him. And the next person is Taya from Weiss Tea Time, who does provide us with these slides. These slides are what allows us to showcase to you guys all the cards. Alright, any words from you, Matt or Jason?
Well,
No.
I'll start. Thank you for having me. I read the novels. I really like this show. It's a very fun set to tinker around. But in general, I always watch this from the chat, and it feels funny to be in the other side now. Also, I like the comfy music, so I'm really happy.
Yeah,
I'm really vibing with the music.
Matt is always a long-time viewers of our show, and he asked us to come on, and we provided him the opportunity to do so. So even if you're just a watcher and you don't think you have much to offer, just give us a message. We might put you on the show. That's for sure.
Heck yeah.
If you don't also know, Matt was a regional winner for the Chile Weiss Schwarz scene, right? And he also came top 4 in the recent Springfest Online event. So maybe you'll see him get another top this upcoming Bushy Road Rumble Online event.
Yeah. Be ready, Australia.
Be
ready, Australia. I'm getting bait again.
I believe in you.
Alright, before we start the show, we'll talk about our rating system. Once again, 1 star means these cards are not really that good, and you should not really consider buying them if you're just gonna buy singles. 2 stars are cards that are either like generics, like 1 or 2 of staples, or just potential niche pickups, then those are cards are 2s. 3 cards, we call these the test rating. These cards can either be really good and end up being a 4, or these cards can just fall flat and lose expectation and just become like a niche 2. 4 stars are cards that are gonna be good, gonna be cards you want to pick up. These are your staples. And a 5-star rating is a card that defines a set. It'll be the reason why you want to buy into a set or build a deck with the set. With that all said and done, we can start our show.
Woo. Yay.
Alright, we'll start off as usual with our TD Plus highlights. These are 3 cards that Matt has chosen for us because a lot of the TDs often end up just being generic, boring cards.
Alright. Starting off with our first card, 00 Lily has auto. On when this is played on stage from hand, you may pay the cost, which is discarding 1 Danmachi character to draw 1. And then it is a pay 1 rest self 5-card brainstorm that draws.
If you like drawing, this is a card that lets you draw into a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Draw.
The reason I picked this is because this is a very event heavy set. So in builds that have like many, these events are recyclable and you have like a very good brainstorm to go along with the events, you can do no wrong with like considering this for your heavy event builds. Like if you're straying away from like just 8 events and want to play more, you should consider this event as well, like this brainstorm as well, because you will draw into your events instead of just having to grab characters, and your events are really good. So and they will turn into other characters. So this is a consideration. This is a consideration for people building with the set.
Nice. I know Hatsune Miku Dex plays their draw brainstorm, and has 2 modes of drawing.
Well, that's
because
drawn. You can act though.
That one's only a 4-card brainstorm.
True. Alright. Next card, 0/0 Eyes. Continuous. If you have 1 or less other characters, this gets 1500 power. And then at the start of your opponent's attack phase, you may move this to an empty slot in the front row with a character in the slot across from it, so a chaser.
Yep. Pretty generic 3/5 chaser profile. It seems lots of play, especially in slime.
Yep. This is probably the best card from the trial deck. It's very good. Sadly, it falls off very fast because it gets you your first turn and then you commit more board and it loses the power condition, which is kind of sad. But overall, it's a very powerful card. So, and if you're gonna grab the trial deck, this is the card you want from it. You're gonna grab it for this card. You can never go wrong with this card. This is like a 4.
4 stars. I totally forgot. I totally forgot to get the rating to the last card, but I assume it will be a 2-star.
Yeah, it's a 2-star. Like
okay.
it's a 2-star. It's a consideration. It's like if you want a 5th brainstorm, this is where you go.
All right. Yeah, I totally forgot the other part of this show where you get the rate cards.
That's true.
All right, 4-star for Eyes it is. Next card.
All right, TD10 Hestia. TD10 Hestia. When this is played on stage from hand this turn, this gets X power, where X equals to the number of your Danmachi characters times 500. Then auto, climax combo. When this attacks, if you have the Pan's climax in your climax area, you may choose 1 status update in your hand and send it to memory.
I do note that.
Should we talk about status update?
Yes, because she did not give us a slide for that.
Alright, and then real quick, status update is a 1/2 event that has on play send this to memory, and then has auto in memory. Discard 1 Danmachi character, put this into your hand. At the start of your main phase, if this is in your memory, you may pay that cost. If you do, look at up to 4 and add up to 4 Danmachi characters from among them. Show them to your opponent, add them to hands, and then you mill the rest.
So, if at first the event is a pay to discard 1, maybe basically go -2 to go +4. But Hestia does make it free.
Yeah, this is This is not the worst. You can tinker around with this. This is the trial deck combo, so you can easily experiment with this. And it's also in a pants, so you can play like 8 pants. Like for your Hestia waifu decks, this is gonna be very decent. Although there is better combos in the set, you won't suffer that much with this. The only problem is getting the event to hand. That's why it's like this combo is probably a.
Nope.
All right.
Yeah, this is like a 2.
2-star. All right.
This is a 2, but you're not. You won't feel terrible for like trying this at least at once.
One unfortunate thing is you can't grab other events with this.
Yeah, that's the sad part. That's basically the reason why it's a 2 and not higher, because your Danmachi builds will have a lot of events.
Alright.
Fair enough.
And that is it for TDs. When we'll take a break, that's just 3 cards. We'll go straight into yellow. Start us off, Jason.
Alright. 0/0 Lily. Auto. When this is played on stage from hand, your opponent declares 0, 1, 2, or 3. You then mill the top card of your deck. If the number declared by your opponent matches the level of the milled card, you draw up to X cards, where X is the number declared +1. Then it also has auto. At the start of your opponent's draw phase, you mill the top card of your deck. If it is level 1 or higher, you may put this back into your hand.
So on the plus side, this card can get you an infinite amount of pluses, but it's all tied to RNG.
But you can go infinite.
I don't know. When I see these cards in front of me, I always guess wrong. But I don't know how these will serve me instead. It gives you mill, which at the beginning of the game you kind of need. So but I am not a very big fan of this card. usually when you play coin flips in the past, coin flips top check. So if you see a climax, like at least you know it's a cancel. Now if you mill the climax, you lost the card and you eat damage as well. So I think there's potential, but it's not in my. I don't like it much, so I'll give it a 3 because there's a lot of potential on this card. But it's a very it's this card. This is the card that requires probably the most testing out of the set.
Yeah, it's a new profile. Or it requires testing, indeed.
All right, sounds good. 1-0 eyes. Auto, when it's attacked, if you have 4 or more other Danmachi characters, choose one of your other characters. This turn, it gets 2500 power. And then auto, climax combo, discard 1 yellow card. When this attacks, if you have the choice CX in your climax area, look at the if you have 5 or less stock, you pay the cost. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck, choose up to 2 Danmachi characters from among them, show them to your opponent, add them to hand, send the rest to the waiting room. So it's like the Bang Dream one.
Yes, so it is Nanami from Bangji. If you're a Japanese player, you've probably seen her before. If you're an English player, you will be getting her soon. Unfortunate part is that she cannot pump herself for the power, but having 2 of her can pump one lane very big.
True.
Yeah, you can. The fact that you can like get the power, you can like stack the power in one is very decent. I'm sad that this requires just has the 5 or less stock condition. I think that's a huge demerit of the card because you are playing choice, you will be triggering choices a lot, so you will have a lot of stock. So this climax combo will lose effectiveness really fast. Aside from that, it's probably the best combo when you're playing it's the combo you're gonna play when you play 8 choice. It's not bad. You can discard yellow cards, which means you can get excess climaxes in your hand. So overall, it's a 4-star. Like it's a 4-star in the 8 choice deck. If you play 8 choice, this is your combo, and you're gonna be happy because this card has more cards that synergize with it. So it's really good in that combo, in that deck specifically.
Yeah, as long as you have the targets, this card's pretty sick.
Also, though, spoiler alert, there's a card that does grab this from your deck.
Wow.
Yep.
How you dropping that? Alright. Next card. 3-2 eyes. Continuous. If you have 2 or less climaxes in your waiting room, it gets -1 level in hand. Continuous experience. If you have another copy of this in your level, this gets 1500 power and hexproof. Then auto, when this is placed on stage from hand until the end of your opponent's next turn, this gets 4500 power and gains the following ability: continuous. During this card's battle, all players cannot play backups from hand.
So on the turn you play this card will be 15k by itself, will be 10-5 after your first turn. Does have hexproof so you don't get blanked or bounce. That's pretty big. We see this type of profiles a lot in Kaguya. Magia Record also played this a bit, and you'll see it soon with some Mushoku decks. Play English.
Yeah. This is probably my favorite card in the set. The fact that she just breaks boards super easily. 50k on her own, it's amazing. Hexproof, as you said, can't be blinked, can't be bounced. So this card will probably live the turn unless something really weird happens, like another of these same profile coming through. But with you have big level assists for this in the other colors. The experience condition looked like a little iffy, but we have a level fixer that's really good, so you can enable this card really fast. And this is if you end up splashing yellow, you end up splashing yellow for this. This is an incentive to play yellow in your decks, so I'll give it a 5-star because of the ability that you can manipulate your level with a very good card later. So I'll give it a 5-star. If you want to play yellow, this is a payoff for playing yellow. This is the payoff. You want this card, and this card will do a lot of work for you.
I mean, you don't need to splash yellow. This card splash yourself. You need her in your clock.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Like, this is your payoff for committing to yellow. You have this really, really awesome early play that just breaks the board and probably lives.
Yeah. Only loses to Adachi is pretty good.
Yep.
Especially with a lot more people playing anti-change counters right now because of Sympho Gear. Pretty good.
She's big, but what does she do besides being a big stick?
Be a hexproof beat stick.
Yeah, you expect her to live. You expect this type of profile to live within their turns. So you get +2, and you get a 2. You get 2 so be it for over 2 turns at least.
She pays if she lives. She paid for herself, and that's what you want. That's what you want in early place. You want the card to live, so it pays for itself.
And you just get a 1k boost and beat over Shirogane behind a level assist. Pretty cool.
With your 2k pump bell, smile.
Yep. We'll see that card later.
Alright. Next card. Awuga. 0/0 Eyes and Hestia. Auto, pay 1, drop 1. Once it's played on stage from hand, you go top X cards of your deck, choose up to 1 card from among them, add it to your hand, send it to waiting room. X is equal to the number of your other Danmachi characters. And then it has pay 2, sack this if you're level 3 or higher. Choose 1, 3/2 Eyes in your waiting room, and place it on stage in this card's former slot.
You talk about got some nice 4 assets. Otherwise, this card is basically just like a hand filter that can also be your 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th copy of your finisher if you so desire.
Yeah, this card, I guess that the fact that you can call your level 3 combo from this makes it better and nerfs the top check ability, because I would love this to be top check 3 flat, but this card is really decent. I'll use, although the fact that you need to have a board for this to be good instead of using this to build a board, which is what you want from these kind of profiles. It makes it kind of iffy. I'll just give it a 2. I think the biggest draw to this card is that it's extra copies of your combo, and you'll probably not use the other effect as much unless you're desperate.
Okay.
But nice art. Definitely nice.
5-star art.
5-star art. A lot of 5-star arts in this set.
Alright. 0/0 Tiona. Auto. Once it's played on stage from hand, you may choose 1 card in your waiting room and 1 card in your level and swap them. And then it has auto. Once it's played on stage from hand, you may pay 1 and then discard 1 climax to choose a climax in your waiting room and add it to your hand. So it's a level climax swap. It's also a level swap.
Level swap in an experience deck on top of a card that's pretty relevant. Usually level swap, you get them on like some kind of beat stick, but having a secondary effect that's also a utility card makes it pretty enticing.
Yeah,
it's also good girl.
Really good. Yeah, Tiona is a nice character. This is a 4-star easy. As you said, this set has experience. Like, you want to fix for your levels for most of your cards, and she does it very easily. Also, climax swap is really important because you have good, decent pants combo in the set, so you will see this in every deck. At least 1 or 2 copies, but you will see this in every single deck because the card is just that good. Also, this kind of color fix for your eyes. If you're like splashing the yellow, this is your color fix.
It is a mandatory. It is a mandatory climax swap or level swap.
It's not.
It says that when it's played on stage from hand, choose 1.
You may swap.
Oh, may swap them. There you go.
Yep.
Never mind. You just English bad. My English is also bad. Yeah, may swap them. You have to always choose 1 though. You have to declare your target.
Yeah, you have to declare targets. Come on, this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Declare targets. Cost?
Yeah, declare your target, please. I'm blind, Sam. Please understand.
Alright, next one.
Alright. This is 1/0 Tione. Tione? I don't fucking know, dude.
It's Tione.
Auto. Yeah, Japanese, right. Auto. When it's played on stage from hand, you may just pay the cost, which is discarding 1 card. If you do, you may put a level 0 or lower character onto your waiting room. From your waiting room, put on the stage. Wow. And then when this is reversed, if this opponent costs 0, you may send that character to stock. If you do, put the bottom card of your opponent's stock into the waiting room, so it's a stock bomb. Also has a soul trigger.
Yeah, soul trigger, so you can grab it off choice. Stock bomb, which is sometimes relevant, and a secondary relevant effect just to get your back rows if you need to.
There is a lot of utility in this card. Not really good utility, but the fact that it has a soul trigger is like worth considering. If you need to fill up gaps in your deck, you can play 1 of these. Grabbing a suit is never the worst. Like, you can grab your brainstorm if you haven't found it yet. So this is a 2. easy to. You can. It's a very decent consideration.
I don't think it says a clean cut, unfortunately. You abuse it.
Yeah.
Two other card also doesn't have a
Sad.
Rimuru overside instead of
Yeah,
this.
stock bomb and then you clean cut. Sometimes clean cut it back. Oh my.
Ooh. Alright, 1-0 Hestia and Lily. When you use this card's backup, if you have another Danmachi character, choose one of your battling characters, it gets 1k power and it's a 1k backup. So it's a 2k counter.
2k counter.
In the context of this set, this is like very close to a 1-star. Your cards are so small in defense, and like your good stop by target has Encore like super early, so you don't care. You don't care protecting anything. And the other card that's really huge, you can't play backup during her battle. So this is very close. This is a 1-star. You will probably not play this card. Even in the 8 choice deck, like that's mostly yellow cards, you'll probably not play this.
Eyes is too much of a baby.
Yeah, now I'm thinking about it. It's like
Yeah, everything's a weenie.
Yeah, everything level was so tiny. Jesus. Alright.
Alright. 1-0 Loki. When this is played on stage from hand, you pay the cost, discarding one Danmachi character. If you do, search your deck for up to one level 1 Eyes Climax combo, show it to your opponent, add it to hand, shuffle your deck.
Yep, as I spoiled earlier, this card does search for your level 1 combo, so you basically have 7 to 8 copies if you play like 3 or 4 of this of your level 1 combo. Consistency.
Yep, really good card.
It's also got
Yep, this is a really good card. This is another incentive to be on the Ice level 1 combo because this makes it pretty consistent. Also, because because Loki's 5k, she can get to like 11k with the combo. Like if you have double Ice Loki, the Loki can get to 11k. Like, and of course it's Loki. Of course she will fetch her favorite child. Like she loves Ice, so of course she will go grab her.
I love Ice too. After seeing that one card earlier.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, it's her favorite shot. Of course she'll do that. This is a 4-star. In the 8 choice deck, if you're playing the level 1 Ice, it's a 4-star because this goes
mandatory card.
Yeah, if you play the Ice, this goes right into the deck as well.
Yeah. Also,
very nice consistency.
Also Ragnarok. 2 counters don't always have to be base 2-star. Everything is very conditional to the set you're buying it in, because like we said, a 1-star is a card that you probably just don't want to be buying in this set in particular, and that's probably not a card with the power levels in this set that you're really interested in buying.
I believe every single level 1 combo in the set is like 4 or 5 or smaller.
Yeah, your best card is
this set has no defense. I guess. There's literally no card you want to protect with this set.
Alright, so on to the next card.
I think your standby combo's tiny.
It's 11.
Yep. It's
you just can't count the 1-0. Then the 2-1.
Yeah, the 1-0.
3-2 Lily. Auto. When this is placed on stage from hand, you may choose up to one of your opponent's characters, return it to hand, and this does not suffer soul penalty when siding. And then auto, pay 2, discard 1 Lily coin flip. When it's attacked, you pay the cost if you choose one of your other characters and this card. This turn, they gain the following ability. Auto. When this card's ability can only be activated once per turn. When the damage dealt by this is cancelled, you may deal 1 to your opponent.
Yo, it's Yami combo that you can give, so double cancel burn on itself and another character. Pretty cool. Does let you get some nice swings too with the bounce back to hand.
Yeah, this is very good for opening boards, like very complex level 3 boards. Especially because your finishers are not that big. So this really helps. Also, this card, this is a 3 in my opinion. But if the Lily proves to be wood, this is a 4. Because this is an incentive to be running the Lily. Not backwards. Like, you don't play this because you're playing the Lily. You play this, and then you add the Lily to your deck because you want to get this effect. That's how I see it. So yeah, this is a 3, and it gets to a 4 if the Lily coin flip is a good card in the deck.
Okay. Flip. Alright, next card, 0-0 Finn. At the start of your climax phase, you may choose 2 Danmachi characters in your waiting room, put them under the bottom of your clock in any order. If you did, at the end of the turn, put the bottom 2 cards of your clock into the waiting room. Then act, tap self brainstorm. For each climax you hit, you may salvage 1 Danmachi character. Wow.
Alright. First off, thank you, Mr. Wolf Raid, for the follow. And second of all, if you're wondering why they had the first effect, some cards in the set does require a specific amount of cards or more in your clock, so this does help you enable that. Otherwise, it's just a generic salvage brainstorm, which is always good.
Yeah,
True.
that's a flavor reason, like because the party, because when the local familia was exploring, they explore for very long periods of time. So that's why they ask honest if you have like a bigger clock, it's because they go into the dungeon for like weeks. So that's the flavor on this card in the entire package of cards. But aside from that ability, you'll probably never care about it. But this is Salvage Brainstorm, so this is, I think, the only Salvage Brainstorm in the set. So if you want a Salvage Brainstorm, you have this. If you need a yellow card that does the effect, you have this. Especially for the 8-choice deck, that you want yellow targets. So you can play one of these in the 8-choice deck. Aside from that, it's very, very situational. I'll just give it a 2.
You can use this card to double Ricky yourself up a level.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
At climax phase, for standby, dude, it's sick. On your climax phase, you clock yourself up to a level, so then you can play your next standby target. That's sick. Sick.
No.
And then if you take refresh point, then you can heal it off.
How do I beat this guy?
Alright, 0-0 beat? Betty? I don't want to say it's Betty. That's kind of
No, it's
whatever.
beat.
It's beat.
Beat. Alright. Sure. Whatever you say. Wolfman. When it's played on stage from hand, you may mill 2. If there's a climax among those cards, this gets 2 soul. Yeah, maximum. I know, Sam. I'm the smartest. Auto. When it's attacked, you may pay the cost, discarding 1 card. Choose up to 1 Danmachi character. Return it to hand. Oh, so it's like the Maid Asuna. Well,
Yeah, it is made awesome.
It's like this. I think Doll has this profile as well.
I know Lost it has this profile, but it doesn't really see too much play. Its main purpose is to let you loop cards.
You don't have really good. I mean, you have like a very good card to loop with this effect, but you're not gonna run this to loop that effect. You just run more copies of the other card.
Alright.
So this is a
this
why.
set, right? You can crash Omniverse Rize and then put it back in your hand. Cracked.
Yeah.
The risk is too big for that.
Jason is really showing his maximum IQ.
Dude, I'm just showing you guys the lines you don't see. You're welcome.
This is the same guy who said that if your deck has some unreversed vanilla reset, it just disband.
Okay, so you can use Tione, spawn beat, and then use beat to add Tione back to hand.
That's correct.
Loop it. Loop
That's
it.
like, you're like destroying your hand, but that's correct.
Wait, no, it goes net even because you discard 1 to get.
You commit 2 cards,
1.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now let's put a 1-star on this guy and move.
Wait, you have infinite looping, dude. Come on, man.
Yeah. All these infinites. It's like we're playing Marvel vs. Capcom 3. 1-0 Reveria. Continuous. During your opponent's turn, all of your other characters get 500 power. Act, pay 2, rest, heal. Act, rest this. All of your opponent's front row characters get minus 500 power.
Okay, this is basically just a global.
Wildberry.
This is like a global 500, but with extra steps, and a pay 2 rest heal.
True.
You can throw 1 into the yellow deck as like a niche target, but you don't have space in the back row for this. So, this is a 1-star, but you can play it if you want the effect. If you don't have anything to do with the extra stock in the 8-choice deck, you can play this.
Yo, you can
all
use
that,
this.
all that mana.
You can use that to get to your condition for your level 1 combo.
Yep.
True.
That's the reason why you might consider this card. But you have better cards that do that anyways.
Whoa. Alrighty, well. Next card, 2-1 Lily. For each bargain underneath this gets 4k power. When this is placed on stage from hand, reveal the top card of your deck. If that card is a Danmachi character, you may put it underneath this face down as a marker. Then climax combo, when this attacks, if you have the trigger salvage split soul climax in your climax area, you have 4 or more other Danmachi characters. You may look at the top card of your deck. If you do, put that underneath this as a marker.
Alright, for those who don't know what salvage, trigger, split soul, whatever you
Oh, this is 2 soul! Yeah! That's cracked.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, yeah,
That's 2 souls.
the card itself has 2 souls. I was like, wait a minute, this is not 2 Soul CX. But basically, what the CX does is when you play a CX, you can choose a character with a Soul Trigger. Or you choose a card with a Soul Trigger. Choose a character with a Soul Trigger.
Card with a Soul Trigger in your waiting room. Or is it card or character? I don't fucking know, dude.
The character.
Character.
Yeah, choose a character with a Soul Trigger in your waiting room and add it to your hand. And then you give 2 of your characters 1 soul. Give it to your back row if you want.
Yes, you don't have to give it to this card.
The whole purpose of this card is that after you combo the first time, you get 13k 2/1 with 2 souls.
And you get a 17k after that.
Yeah. This card, I'll give it a 1 star right away, just because it reminds me of the sad scene of the anime where it's just taken from.
It's just flavor. Come on. Lily Swole, she's got that huge backpack.
She's on play, you reveal CX, don't get a marker. On attack, you check a CX and then you marker it.
Yeah, it's flavor, dude. She's carrying that huge backpack. You're just stuffing it up and she's getting stronger.
Oh.
No, but this is the part of the show when after she betrays Belle and gets beaten up.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember.
This is a sad part.
Yeah. But still flavor.
Give it a 1 star. Still flavor. Give it a 1.
Yeah, she was shaking out of 1 star.
It's true. 13k 2/1 means nothing against the 3.
True. But what about when it's 17k?
Oh, when it hits 17k though.
17k bar!
Alright. 3/2 eyes. I still can't believe this card's an uncommon. When it's played on stage from hand or by the effect of your 0/0 eyes in Hestia, you may heal 1. Climax, and then auto climax combo. When it's attacked, if you have the choice climax in your climax area, you may pay 2. If you do, look at top 3 cards of your opponent's deck, choose up to 3 among them, put them back on the top of your opponent's deck in the order, then send the rest to waiting room.
Do you play Mocha combos? Does your opponent always cancel on 3? Or this card lets you check the top 3, mill out the third CX. Yeah, and then they'll cancel on 4, baby.
As someone who owns Kanokari, I want a refund because I get a worse card than this in a double R. But yeah, this is and worse girl at the same time. But let's talk about this card. It's really decent. It's a healer. I can't. It's the same as Jason. I can't believe this is an uncommon. This could have been a rare easily. Decent finisher. Like you will have the stock for this. So, and this is your finisher for the 8 choice deck. So this gets 4 star just because of the context of the 8 choice deck. The deck might not be the best deck, but just because of the context of that deck, this is your finisher.
True.
Very budget too for you budget Danmachi players, especially if you're just buying loose boxes when it comes to English or whatever. The chance that you pull 4 is very high in a few boxes.
Yep.
True.
And people will not play the ice combo, so you probably get those for cheap as well.
Oh no, knowing how English market is, everything's cheap right now.
Yep.
Oops.
Yep.
Right. 0/0 eyes. Continuous. Climax combo. If the 1/0 eyes choice or the 3/2 eyes choice are in your climax area, this card gains choice trigger in any area. Then auto, when this is reversed, if the card's battle opponent is level 0, you may send that character to stock. If you do, pay out the bottom stock bomb.
Alright, have you been paying attention to quintuplets in Japanese? We know about the 12 standby deck. Well, this is a 12th choice deck.
12 choice Danmachi.
And what's better is that this works off of both climaxes, unlike other profiles that are similar to this that only works off of 1 climax. Big.
Yep. This is the payoff. This is your payoff to committing to the 12th choice deck. Like you play 8 choices and you get an extra 4 choice triggers. So yeah, in the context of 8 choice deck, this is a 5-star. You play the 8 choice deck because you want to trigger this card instead of your climaxes. You want to trigger this. This is the card. This is the card you want to trigger. Yeah, and also has the added effect of being a common 5-star. Let's go. But yeah, also it's a stock bomb. Like it has extra utility if you ever happen to draw it. It can deal with stuff. So it's a very good card in the context of the deck you're gonna play it.
Nice.
All right.
Sound very good. I respect that. I personally, when I saw this, I was like, oh, 8 choices is actually could be a really good play.
12 choice. 12. Loki. Pay 1, send this to memory. When your other Danmachi character is front attack, you hit the cost. If you do, choose one of your battling characters. It gets 2k power. We banned the air horn. It was too loud. I wish we didn't though.
Wait. We don't have to. I can bring the air horn back whenever you want it.
I wanted it for Zombieland, but those times have passed.
Alright. Besides from this is a field counter that compresses itself, but you do go -1 stock.
This is like, I think the best way you can say this is a worse JC. Like, you pay 1 to save the character, but you don't get the character back to hand. You just keep it on board. Like, that's how you could interpret this card. I think it's not that good because obviously the JC putting the card in your hand means it gives you probably Clock Fodder or a card with a relevant enters play ability. So it's just I'll give it a 2, but it's a very sussy 2.
Wow, very sussy.
Very sussy.
Very sussy.
If only
It's
this
a
had
very
a clean
sussy
cut, dude. Instead of clean cut, that'd be sick.
If this had clean cut though, this had needed a clean cut though. It really did.
Yeah, but unfortunately, this is a very sussy 2 instead.
Smudge.
Yeah.
0-0 Tione. If you have 3 or more cards in clock, this gets 3k power.
Yo, going second, your opponent swings for 2, you eat it, you clock yourself, you hit 3, now you have a 4 or 5 wall. Let's go, baby.
Or you use your fin, you make it a 3 out of your first turn, and then make it a 4 or 5 wall.
Wait, no.
And then you take
if you use fin, you lose the clock.
Yeah, but then you eat shit afterwards.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
Just give it a 1. This whole 3 or more cards in clock package is so bad.
Okay.
There's not really good payoff. Even though this set lacks like huge cards, this is not gonna be huge during your opponent's turn.
But she's huge.
Anyways, because you're doing it. Yeah.
Oh, she has 2 things.
Yeah.
She's
I
pretty
guess.
huge.
Someone cancel Jason.
Can't cancel me. I work here.
Jason Horn your
Alright.
main.
0-0 Lily. Auto. During your opponent's turn, when this is reversed, you pay the cost, which is sacking one of your characters on stage. If you do, rest this, and at the start of your next Encore phase, send this to waiting room.
Go +1 if you commit 2 cards, and you eat 2. You eat 2 more.
How many characters you have to sack? 1? Yeah, give it a 1.
Okay. Smudge.
Smudge.
Right, next card. 1-0 Tiona. If you have 3 or more cards in clock, this gets 4k power.
Hey, someone
Ironically,
said
she is not huge.
Yeah, someone in this chat said Tione was the worst Tiona. I don't know, this card does seem kind of worse, if you ask me.
Yeah.
4-5 wall versus 7-5 wall.
I think I'd have the 4.
Again, it's not reliable.
Yeah.
I don't think Yellow is desperate for level 1s to play, so you will probably not play this. This is a 1-star as well. Although Tiona is a nice card. I really like her.
I'm desperate for cute girls. That's all I'm desperate for. Alright, 1-1 Lily. This card's fucking pog. When this is revert, this is a Stakadachi. I'm just gonna abbreviate. I'm tired. Act. Pay 1. This turn. This gets 1 soul.
All right. Answers your opponent's early play. Pretty staple card nowadays, but you can make it a Infinity Soul Beater.
Yo, Infinity Stone Beater. Marvel.
Yep. Yeah, she's really good. This card is very, very good. This is more like, instead of like soul modulation, you have to see it as stock modulation for your level 1 ice.
Okay.
This will get you down to the threshold of the ice. Like it will. It's a plus. It's another bonus of the card, but it's an Adachi. You play those in the current format, are really good. So this is a 4-star. You will play this card, even if you're not like main Yellow. You will play this card. This card is really good.
True.
It's a 4-star.
You sit there, you keep in the back row, you tell your opponent how many CX you have every turn. The moment they they say 8, oh, how many cards do you have left in deck now? 6? Oh, pay 5?
No, you pay 4 just in case you trigger.
Oh, is it pay 4 just in case you trigger? That's right. That's right.
I'm not. Chad, I wish you didn't say that. Don't out me. I'm not reading it all.
Jason should be fine for saying.
I will not.
Character not familiar or a hostess or fertility character. Shake my head.
I will not. Wait, we didn't get a rating, did we?
Oh yeah, we gave it 4. We gave it 4. We gave it 4.
You didn't put it before, did you?
I did put it up 4. Yeah. Come on, man.
All right, good. I see it now. I'm happy. 2-1 Gareth. If you have 2 or more other Danmachi characters, this gets +1 level and 2500. If this card is level 3 or higher, this gets 4500 power. This is also a common thing that'll pop up.
Oh yeah, this will show up in your performance review. We won't be able to give you a
raise.
Oh,
sick. That's okay. My actual job won't give me a rage. I don't expect one here.
How big does it get? What are you? Plus
7k?
11k?
11?
Yeah, 2-1.
It gets to 11.
3-1, 11k?
Correct.
Very saucy card.
Oh,
you have a better card that does this in your set. So yeah, give it a. I'll give it a 1. You'll probably not play this. Like you're not that desperate for playables, so you get to this.
2-1 beat. If you have 3 or more cards in clock, this gets 8k power.
Alright, thank you, Mr. 12 out of 10 for the follow.
Bro, look at those abs. Holy fuck.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, that guy's
shredded.
That was a shirt. Wait, what?
That dude's shredded.
No, is that like a 5-pack? What the hell? What's going on?
This guy's like level 5.
7.
It's like level
8.
4 or level 5. Yeah, this guy's like level 4 or level 5. He's really busted. But his card is not good.
His card is not that busted.
He's clearly level.
His card is not that busted.
Yeah, but he's 1/5 bigger than Gareth, though. Yeah.
Oh, true.
Like clearly, he's better than Gareth in the series, right? He's stronger.
No, Gareth is stronger. So.
Smudge.
Oh, it's even a flavor loss. So give it the 1 as well.
Oh, dude, but he's howling in his flavor text.
Wait, this guy has abs. Look at those abs. What
abs
the hell?
will not
save abs on his abs.
Abs don't save you in this channel.
Being trolled.
But he's howling. Alright, well, 2-1 eyes. During this card's battle, all players cannot play backups from hand. Auto, once attacked, if the level of the character across from this is 3 or higher, this gets 6k power. Dude, this card farms its own set. Sheesh!
I mean, Ice can't even use backup herself anyway.
Yeah, but it's because to farm the set because you have so many cards that pump a level to itself. If anything pumps a level to 3, you just smack it.
Wait, what? Oh yeah.
Against Gareth, dude, it pumps the Gareth.
It beats Gareth. Is Ice better than Gareth?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Gareth is level 5, I think, and Ice is level 6.
No.
What is going on with
no, she's level 6.
Levels.
Yeah, what is going on with arts? What's that? What's that? Booba.
Oh, Booba.
Alright,
what do you think of this card, man?
These kind of cards are usually a 1 or 2 in my book, but the fact that she's a nice backups, it means that she can just delete a card, and that's added utility to the set. Because it's a 2-1, it has a soul trigger. You can grab it whenever you want with your choice. You can grab it with the level 1 ice combo. So having it in your deck will never hurt you. So this is a 2 for me. You will play 1 at least. You will play 1, and you will probably like her presence in the deck.
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh yeah, brother. Guaranteed to kill level 3s. Alright, and is it for yellow. Starting with green, with Jason's favorite girl. Hello?
Woo!
Jason? It's your favorite girl.
0-0, Seer. Auto. At the start of your climax phase, choose one of your Danmachi characters. This turn it gets 1k power. Pay 1. Choose one of your Danmachi characters. This turn it gets the following ability. When this card's battle opponent is reversed, you may salvage one. It is on-stage silica with a cooler power effect.
Yeah, we have not seen an on-stage silica be printed anytime recently. I remember correctly. These types of effects are pretty strong. It gives you high selectivity if you know you can win board. As we've seen before, we have the Eyes combo, the level 1 combo, like basically guaranteed to win one lane, which all you need is to win one lane for a salvage.
Yep. This card is really powerful. It gives you as you said, very good selectivity. You will probably when I talked before about you don't have space in your back row, it's because this is one of the slots in your back row, like most of the time. This card is really good. It gives very nice boost and a lot of selectivity. So this is an easy 4-star. You will see this in every deck, unless something weird is going on in that deck.
Whoa. This card's so cute though. Look at her.
Yeah, she's good.
Yep, she's also stock out for your choice combo.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Stock out for choice combo.
1-0 Ryu. Climax combo, experience 2. Discard 1 card when this attacks. If you have the bar in the climax area, and the sum of the levels in your level zone is 2 or more, you can pay the cost. If you do, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, choose up to 3 Danmachi characters from among them, show them to your opponent, add them to hand, send the rest to waiting room.
Alright, I'm pretty sure English never seen this profile yet, but Japan has 2 decks that's decently meta that sees this. This card is basically a ditch one to potentially go +2, but oftentimes you do go +2, which means you can always keep up hand. Fortunately, this one, unlike the other combos similar to it, does not gain power.
Yeah, the main drawback of this combo is that it's in a set that plays a lot of events. Like most of Danmachi decks will play at least 4 events, and sometimes even more, because you have really a decent collection of events that you can play, and they're all decent and have like relevant characters that interact with them. Aside from that, this combo is pretty strong. If you keep your event count low, this will be a very decent plus. Also, Ryu is best girl so far, because this set doesn't contain best girl, because she is from season 2. But yeah, also Ryu has a spin-off. If you want to check it out, she has a spin-off, really good. But yeah, this is a very good card. But sadly, in the context of the set, I think this is a 3. This is something you have to work harder and you have to make sacrifices for, instead of just slamming into every deck. Also, green is not that deep of a color, so you don't get to like have a bunch of green cards to facilitate this at level 1.
Yeah, this card can't even abuse the Sir that we just saw, because this card barely beats over anything.
Smoke.
Yep.
Smoge. Alright.
0-0 best girl. When this climax is placed in the climax area, choose one of your characters until the end of your opponent's next turn. This gets 50 power. Climax combo. Send the bar from your climax area to the waiting room. At the start of your encore step, you may pay the cost. If you do, go to the top 2 cards from the top of your deck. Choose up to 2 level X or lower characters from among them. Show them to your opponent. Send them to stock in any order. Send the remaining cards to waiting room. X is equal to the number of magical book in your waiting room.
This card does help the previous card beat over stuff, at least. I ignored its second effect. It's not that good.
Yeah, this card is not good. You'll never do the combo, and the card you have to work with is not good. In the world of Danmachi, magical books are 1 use, which means this gets a 1-star.
Sad.
It's cute though. 0-0 Hermes.
Yeah, it is cute.
Auto. When this is placed on stage from hand, choose one of your opponent's characters and one of its traits. This turn, that character loses that trait. Pay 1, send this to memory. Look at the top 3 cards from of your deck. Choose it to 1 Danmachi character from among them. Show them to your opponent. Add it to hand. Send the rest to waiting room.
First spec will come up very initially, but otherwise, it's just a nice way to use a stock up to build your deck and get some compression.
This card is really, really good. I've dealt with this profile before with Mushoku, because they have something really similar to this. I normally use it wrong, but this card is really powerful, and in some cases, leading traits can lead to an entire board shut off. So the ability you play this for the second effect, and the first effects from time to time will help you a lot to break a board. So that's really good in general. I give this a 4-star because this card you will play this regardless if you're committing to green or not. You will see this card. This card is really really good.
Nice.
This card is pretty sick. 0/0 Ryu. Auto. Pay 1, put the top card of your deck in a clock, or this is placed on stage from hand. If you do, you may choose one Danmachi character in your waiting room, add it to hand. Then auto, when this attacks, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 card, put it on back on top of your deck, send the other to the waiting room.
Usually these cards, we call them Salvage Ricky or Krista for some people, but usually these types of profiles don't see much play unless it either A, gets you 2 mills on play, or B, it refunds you a stock. Or C, if you're pre-Canadian, it has both.
True.
Yeah. I think I'm generally a big fan of this profile, but I recognize that that's me being biased to the profile instead of like the profile actually being good. There is some you can justify this card, but you shouldn't running many of these in general. These are 2 for me. Because you will play, if you play like 1 or 2 most of the times. The trigger selection is nice though. That's a very nice effect to have. And I expected this card to be like a 1k, but it's 1.5, so it has a little more power. But that's it.
Right.
3/2 Best Girl. Continuous. Assist. All of your Danmachi characters in front of this get 2k power and the following ability. Hexproof. Auto. When this is placed on stage from hand, you may search your deck for 1 Danmachi character, show it to your opponent, add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck.
People may notice, similar to the Armin from Attack on Titan, we did not see 2k assist that also gives hexproof very often. I think the only other common one is the Rem one from ReZero that only gives it to Rem characters. So this is a profile we have not seen in a while, and it's a good way to avoid some defensive counters.
Yeah, sadly this doesn't have X-Proof herself, but it's a X-Proof on your front row is always really nifty. It's really decent to have. The rating on this card is mostly a 3 because it depends on how good the standby deck is. In the nature, because you're gonna play this in like 8 standby, and 8 standby is a deck that looks kind of iffy from like right now in the day -1 of the set. So, but this you can play this card in other decks. You can like splash. If you're splashing green, you can easily splash one of these and not feel bad about it. So, yeah, these are 3 for me.
Even a
Okay.
new finisher deck is low stock anyway.
The card's pretty good. Hexproof is just so good right now too. 3/2 Ryu. Continuous experience 6. If the sum of the levels of your cards is 6 or more, this gets 1500 power. It's an 11/5. Auto, when this is placed on stage from hand, choose 1 Danmachi character from your clock. You may put onto the bottom of your deck. And then auto, ditch 2 characters. When this card's battle opponent is reversed, you may pay the cost. If you do, clock kick the character.
Alright, clock turn is both turn, 11/5 cross turn, and it also heals. What can you not like about this?
I mean, it's really good. Like, you will see this a lot. Like, spoiler alert, there's a lot of like non-climax combo pseudo finishers at 3, and this is one of the better ones. It's a payoff for committing slots into green, and it's a healer. It's big. Gives you an alternative win card. So you're really happy with this card. I'm gonna give this a 3, but mostly because it's uncertain how many decks will go into green. Like that's the uncertainty. How many decks will commit to green, so they get to use this card.
1/0 Miak. Auto, when this card is placed on stage from hand, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put them rearrange them in the order. And then it is a clock bomb for cost zeros.
Clock bomb with kind of meh effect.
Yeah. This is sorry, Mia. This is why you have like 2 members in your family.
Whoa.
But now he's a good guy. Luckily, he's a good guy. But you will probably not play this unless you're like really strong for playables. But maybe if you're struggling for playables, then you shouldn't be trying to play green probably. But I'll give this a 1. You'll not try to play this in your deck. You'll find other cards.
Or Miak.
Sorry, Mia.
Smooth. 1-0 Asfi. Continuous. If you have 2 more other Danmachi characters, this gets 1 level and 500 power. Continuous. If this card is level 2 or higher, this gets 3k power. So it's a 106. It's a level 2 2065.
2065. Yeah, level 6. It's a 75. It's kind of like Puck and Shogane from Kaguya.
Yep. I don't think we have a very good level assist early, but again, if you're struggling for playables, you'll probably play this over the Mia. So this might this gets like a very saucy 2 from me.
Oh, we're back with
you probably don't want to play this, but this is a saucy 2, a saucy Hermes. Hermes is very saucy. This is a saucy 2.
Wait, this is Hermes? Wait, what? Am I missing
she's from the Hermes. She's from the Hermes family.
Okay.
She's Hermes. She's Hermes' favorite child.
Oh no, she was Hermes. So I was like, wait a minute, is he like a gender swapper or something?
No.
Hermes is just a Chad.
No, Hermes. This is Hermes' favorite child.
Yeah, she's alright.
Jason's my favorite child.
Oh, yeah. Alright. 1-0 best girl. When your other Danmachi character attacks, this gets 1k power. When this attacks, if the character crossing this is level 2, this gets 6k power. Swole Seer.
Basically just 12k against level 2s. Otherwise it's just a 6k beater.
If it attacks last.
If it attacks last, yeah.
This is good utility. This goes over the last 2 cards we've played. This is a decent card. It gives you more tools to fight standby decks, which otherwise might give you trouble because this is gonna be like a 1k1 deck that lands and tries to go face. So this is really decent. This is a 2.
Okay. 2-1 Ryu. Auto. When you use this card's backup. If you have a Danmachi character, choose one of your battling characters. It gets 1k power, 2500 backup, 3500 counter. Woo!
3500 counter.
Yeah, in a set that does, as I mentioned before, you have nothing worth protecting.
Wait. At level 2, you have stuff worth protecting though. You have
I mean,
2-1 combos that we'll talk about later, but there's 2-1
You also have that
combos.
back row that makes things kind of big.
But that card has hand anchor, so you just anchor the card.
Yeah,
instead
but
of like
if you want to
spending
win
your deck
lane
space.
on defense,
You just win the lane backwards.
so you can swing the Rex. Come on, man.
Nah, I mean, also there's a better 2-1. If you want to play a 2-1 backup in this set, there's a better one in red. This you won't play this. It's a 1. Sorry, Ryu.
Smooth.
Not the best view art anyway.
True.
Yep.
0-0 Ryu. Continuous. If you are level 2 or higher, this gets assist 5, and then continuous global 5 to Danmachi.
Power.
Yep. You want to know why all the houses of fertility cards care about level 2 or higher? Is because everyone in that place is level 2 or higher. Like they just adventurers that run away from other places, but they are at least level 2. So they are very powerful chick.
But one of them's not an adventurer.
People get thrown around.
I'm pretty sure all of them are not adventurers. They don't have adventurer trait.
They were ex-adventurers, but one of them isn't even
all
an ex-adventurer. One of them's not.
They run away from their homes for very unknown reasons, and Mamma Mia gave them a job.
Mamma Mia, baby.
She's great. Mamma Mia is a great person.
Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia,
Okay.
Piccolo.
But Ryu, you get the 1. Sadly.
Was it a Figaro?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
All
It's
right.
always
Anyhow,
a banger though, but I think that's too
next
OS.
card.
Next
This one is a
card.
banger. 0-0, Mamma Mia.
There you are.
Continuous, all of your other 0-0 vanilla best girls and 0-0 vanilla almost best girls get 1k power. And the following ability, pay 1 twin drive.
Yo, there's no other twin drive in this set.
Yeah, but now you get a 5k, you get a 4k twin drive, or you get a 65 twin drive.
Or it can be a 5k twin drive and a 7500 twin drive. You get 2 of her.
And you can pay 2 to twin drive.
What's better than 1 Mamma Mia? But 2 Mamma Mias.
That's a lot of Mamma Mias.
Yep. Better than the movie though. This you won't play this, sadly. Sadly, you won't
That's
play
what you
this.
think. I'll make it work. I'll do it right now. You think I
Sure.
want YOLO buy mono green right now, like I did with fucking Fate?
Sure, do
I
it.
did it once.
You got the profile.
He did do it once. He did pay himself to buy mono red.
Have it next to me.
Alright, sadly, Mamma Mia, you get a 1.
Is this it?
Except you can't buy it
No.
off Nova TCG right now. You have to wait.
Yeah, true. I can't YOLO buy it. I actually can have discretion with myself.
Yeah, he has time to rethink his decisions.
Is this it? Hang on. Yeah, boy. Where's it? The go, baby. Look at my boys.
Wait, you played the yellow event?
Yeah, that event's cracked. How the fuck was I gonna move through the deck in this garbage?
Okay.
That event actually like, carries me, TBH. Alright, 2-1 Asphy. Continuous. For each of your other back row Danmachi characters, this gets 2500 power. And then it has Encore. Send 2 of your other characters on stage to waiting room.
Send 2 characters to waiting room. So if you don't have 2 other characters that lives that turn, on your turn,
You're sick.
See that face on the card right there? That's
me.
me when I read the Encore.
Yeah, that's me.
That's me when I read the Encore clause. Give it a 1.
Moving on.
Sag.
2-1 best girl. Look at that blush. So good. If you have 2 or more other Danmachi characters, it gets 2k power. When it attacks, choose one of your other Danmachi characters. In this turn, it gets X power, where X is equal to the number of events in your waiting room times 1500. Yo, Kevin, why don't we have this in that deck we were putting together? We already played green. Could sick. 8 events? Pog?
True. You really want to beat over something. It's gonna have to do that.
You just truck over it.
Yeah, I don't think if this had a better first effect, you might consider this. Sadly, this is not really good. Sorry, Seer. I'll give you a 1 as well.
Good. I hope my biases do show up. I spent $100-something on an Arash deck. Fight me. 2-1 Hermes. When it's placed on stage from hand, if you have 4 more other Danmachi characters, choose 1 Danmachi character in your waiting room and set it to stock. When this attacks, if you have 4 more other Danmachi characters, choose one of your characters and it gets 2 soul. This is why I won't say it, Chad. This is literally why.
Alright.
Anyhow.
Anyhow, yeah. Sorry,
Anyhow.
Hermes, you get a 1.
No.
I'm not even gonna bother thinking about this guy.
Wait,
Just give the 1 and move
you
on.
can give your Lily 2 soul.
Yo!
And then you get some burn one actions going.
Take 4.
But then you're
burn
playing
one,
green.
Alright.
Then you're playing green and you're playing this bad card.
I'm playing green
speaking
anyway.
of
What's your
bad
point?
cards. Speaking
Magical
of bad
book.
cards.
Draw 1, discard 1. Choose one of your Danmachi characters, and it gains Twin Drive for free.
To get maybe a hand fix. You have to use the events, so you lose one card in hand, and you get 2 stock.
Yeah, this card is not really good. If this built into something better, you could talk about considering it, but this doesn't build into anything. Like,
Wait,
there's
if you think about
there's-
the Ryu combo though, the 1-0 combo, you have a bunch of hand anyway. You can discard 1, and then it helps you trigger
then-
bar, and this helps you dig for bar.
Whoa.
but you are probably digging for bar by just taking two to three characters out of your deck before checking trigger. You're getting closer to a bar. You don't need to do this.
to get extra bars. More bars.
Also, don't forget this card riffs off Ryu anyway, so we ignore that fact though.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Like people who know me, people who have played against me knows how much I trigger bars. So I don't need this card to get me more bars. Like I'm a very bastard of triggering bars and blind stalking bars. So I don't need a card that lets me trigger more bars.
True.
Give it a 1.
Sag 1. I tried to fight my way for it last stretch.
You tried. Magical book.
Again,
If we played
once
this
I
card,
use
we can play the
one
Seer
star.
combo, right? We can play 8 bar.
Wait, does this set even have 8 bar? Oh, it has a level
Yeah,
0,
it
level
does have 8
1.
bars.
Oh,
Yeah!
does it have
And
a
then on
level
top end is
3?
the Ryu clock kick.
Oh.
That's so yank. Sorry
Fine,
for the Seer
if you have the Ryu out, and then you have the Seer, they are hex-proof 13-5 cross-turn ditch 2 claw kickers.
Yeah,
Crap.
and you probably lost board every other turn.
Yeah, but you're getting hand. You're putting all this hand, and you're getting all this stock, and you're like, oh, this is so sick.
Yeah,
You have all
I'll
these bars
pass
in
it.
your hand.
I'll give you the permission to try it. I'll not.
Alright, that was it for green.
Cuckoo, kiki, kaka, koko. Okay. So on to red. 1-0 Bell. He has auto. When this card attacks, this card gains X power. X is the number of fire portos in your waiting room times 1500.
French.
Auto climax combo. When the door is placed on your climax area, if it's in the front row and you have another Danmachi character, choose one of the following 2 effects and resolve it. Choose 1 Hestia knife in your waiting room, add it to hand. Search your deck for 1 Hestia knife, add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck. You're cringe.
Hestian Knife is basically torch counter, so this is similar to Gotham Slayer, but it's when you play a CX, not when you attack.
I will not.
But this card, unlike Gotham Slayer, does hit 11-5 if you have 4 events in the waiting room. Base deck.
Yep. I mean, let's be real. It will probably like 8-5, which is really good anyways. If you're realistic, you'll have like either 1 or 2 fireballs.
You
And
can
any of the
realistically say
cases-
2 or 3.
Yeah, you have at least 2. So this is realistically 8-5 on attack. It's a really good number. And the Hestia Knife events, it's really good. The Firebolt event, it's consistency for this combo. So this is probably, you can say this is the best combo in the set. It's really good and will give you very nice utility. Also, because it's a bell, it interacts favorably with the Hestia Knife event. So yeah, this is a 5-star. This is probably if you buy this set, this is because you might decide to buy this set because this combo exists. Because this whole package is really good.
Wait,
And this is what you will probably be doing with Danmachi.
Oh, there we go.
Not playing 0-0 Seer combo. Missing the potential.
I don't know what just happened. I lost the 5-star or the 4-star folder, so I just controlled Z until I got it back. Alright, we said 5-star, 5-star, right? Poggers,
Yeah, 5-star.
Poggers, 5-star.
Woo! Buggers! Alright, next card. 2-1 Bell. Experience 3. If the sum of levels it's 3 or more, this gets 7k and hand encore. Auto, climax combo, experience 7. Pay 3. At the end of this card's this ability connected once per turn. At the end of this card's attack, if you have the door and you have experienced 7, and you have 3 or more Danmachi characters, you may pay the cost if you do stand this.
Unfortunately, I would never get the restand off at level 2 unless you're playing an illegal standard deck that has Kidani PR or the Mookie Holmes PRs.
Hell yeah, brother.
Other than that, this card is also just a 11k hand core at level 2, so that's still fine. It's their best standby target in the set, unfortunately.
Yeah, this is the best number target in the set. I like that the card is very efficient. Like you can just this is a card that you, because usually the 2 ones in general you don't play them because they are one soul and 2 they die, so you lost the 1 stock investment on them, and that's really sad. But this card has hand encore at experience 3, which is really easy to do in this set. So you never feel bad of just playing the card, and and anchoring with discarding a bad card in your hand. So yeah, I think this card is really decent, but it's a very saucy card. It's a card that it's very hard to evaluate like right now, and it feels weird to have your finishing combo in a level 2. But it's a choosable restander, which hits for better numbers like that a regular restander. And this has the numbers of a level 3 when you're doing the combo. Has the power of a level 3 card. So I'm gonna keep this at 3 because there is potential on this card, on this combo, but overall, if you play this card, you will probably play it for the first part of the card, like the 11k hand encore. Either a standby or just if you play it gate, you'll probably get more use of the body instead of the combo.
Yeah, Bell's pretty imposter.
3 stock
All
restand
right.
is too expensive. Well, I mean, it's 2-1 though, so basically it's like a 2 stock
Yeah.
restand.
Yeah, it's
This is like a
normal.
2-stock restand, and like if you can, this is a combo you can pay on advance. You can say because you commit this early, you can save it from getting removed from the board. You can keep it on the board without paying stock. So you can pay for its combo. The more turns this card is on the board, it makes your combo 1 stock cheaper.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because it doesn't cost hands, so you can afford to actually just keep hand encoring the card.
Yep.
It's good.
0-0, Bell and Hestia. When this is reversed, you may reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 Danmachi character, add it to hand. If you do, send the rest to waiting room, add and discard a card.
Vanilla
cool.
Rize's. Cards like these offer you hand fix, offer you mill, but it is on a very poor timing.
Also, it's in a very poor set because events are good in this set, and you will be playing at least 8 events in your good decks. So this is more playable when you're not playing a good amount of events. But as I said, you have a lot of good events, so you run into the problem of like actually revealing like 2 good events and a climax and just feeling bad with yourself. So I'll just give it a 1 because you really don't want to play this. You really don't want to play this. This card will do you more harm when you're playing Danmachi.
True.
Unfortunate.
Alright, 1-0, Wealth. Continuous. Your Rabbit Armor events in hand get -1 cost. And then act, pay 1 Restus, look at top X, where X is, what is it? Look at top X, whatever, add a level 1 or higher. And then send the rest to waiting room, where X is the number of your Rabbit Armors in waiting room +1.
Basically getting an event that's a 1-0 +4 and a hand fix is really good in my opinion. Main highlight.
Yeah, this is a neat package. If you're not committing, like, if for example, if you're not committing to the other events, you can play this as a neat package, a small package for your deck. It will get you. It can get you pretty far actually. Like it's not a bad small package, but sadly, when you're playing Danmachi, probably in more in the regular builds, you don't have space in the board for this in the back row, which is where this card probably will sit. It doesn't give power to the board. Aside from the other event that you have to manually draw. So I'll give this a 2. The combo is neat. Getting to play that event for free is really nice. But the amount of space you have to commit to this on the board and on your deck is probably not worth the effort. But you can do it. This is a neat package. You can splash it in decks that don't run events. You can probably get away with it, but you don't get much better than that.
Alright. Fair enough. Next card, 1-0 Wealth. Auto, Climax combo. When this attacks, if you have the standby in your Climax area and 2 or more other Danmachi characters, you may choose 1 level X or lower character in your waiting room, add it to hand. X is equal to the number of Ushiwakamarus in your waiting room. Auto, when this is reversed by opponent's level 1 or when this reverses your opponent's level 1 or lower character, you may reverse that character.
It's probably your highest costless, uninteractive plussing combo on a standby. Other ones don't have much selectivity, and some other ones makes you pay one or have to reverse card. This one gets you that high quality fanfics. Free.
Yep. This combo is really good. But sadly, it's the only standby combo you have in the set. But the event is not terrible. It synergizes very well with the brainstorm this set has, and it gives decent selectivity once you start like building upon the event packages, like the event fixing cards build into this card's selectivity. So I think this in the context of like wanting to play standby, I think this is at least a 3. It's probably worse than Bell, but it's a very decent. The thing I like doesn't make me want to give it a 4 is the fact that this is a bomb. So you will lose the card most of the time. I mean, you can trigger a standby later and play over it, but I don't think that's what you want when you're playing standby. You don't want to lose your character, so you get damage through that open lane. But that's my take on that. Sadly, that's the thing that keeps it at 3 for me. You don't really want your standby characters dying when you're attacking, and sadly, this card probably dies.
Yo, but you can give a 4K pump though. Previous.
True.
It could be a 7K.
Double wealth, baby.
Nah, because this deck runs Hestia Knife too.
Yeah, we're just making an assumption here.
Indeed.
All right. 3-2 Bell. Continuous. If you have 4 more other Danmachi characters, it's -1 level in hand. Continuous. For each marker underneath this gets 1500 power. On play, heal 1. And then auto, when it attacks, if there is no markers underneath this card, you may choose 1 Hestia Knife and 1 Ushiwakamaru in your waiting room and place them face up as markers underneath this card in any order.
All right.
Flavor.
Matt will explain to you the flavor of Fur now. All you know is just this is basically a 4 more EP healer. If you don't play the event stuff, this card's only 7/5 cross turn, kind of bad. But if you do play the event stuff, this card is a 10/5 cross turn.
This is the flavor on this card is because is that Bell fights 200. He gets Bell makes Ushiwakamaru for him, so he fights 200 with a knife in each hand. Ushiwakamaru is a really short knife, which is funny. It looks very funny when you look art of this of him fighting. It looks very weird. But yeah, that's the flavor of this card. He just equips both cards, equips both knives, and goes to town. Because really, it becomes 10/5, which is not the best for an early play. And 9K is definitely not that amazing. So I'll give this a 2. Like you can consider this a payoff to running Hestia Knife in your Belf deck, but it's not that great of a payoff. Let's be honest.
What if you want to play the Wealth event in your Bell decks?
True.
Again, this is not. Sadly, you have luckily you have at least one better healer than this, so you will not have to resort to this card.
All right.
Fair enough.
So, yeah.
All right. Next card. Oh, hang on. Wait. I tabbed out of Discord on accident. Here we go. 3-2 Bell. Auto. When this is placed on siege from hand, you may look at the top X cards of your deck, choose up to 1 card from among them, add it to hand, set the rest to waiting room, where X is the number of Danmachi characters. And then auto, pay 1, drop a Danmachi character when this attacks. If there is a Hestia Knife in your waiting room, you may pay the cost. If you do, deal 1 damage to your opponent.
Check top X, which helps you find your CXs and events, as well as being just a way to get additional ping 1 if you need so.
Yep. This is a really decent card. You will see this most if you see a red deck, you will probably find this card in that deck. Hestia Knife. Any payoff for playing Hestia Knife, which is something you already.
Oh.
So.
Oh, Matt, you're dying. Matt, you're dying.
Oh no, Matt, no!
No, I'm dying.
Yeah.
Am I back?
Oh, I think you're good.
Oh,
am I back?
Yeah, you sound good.
Am I back?
Yeah.
All right.
You're talking about
Sorry.
payoffs for Hestia Knife. No worries.
Yeah,
Chilean internet.
Chilean internet. Uh, uh, Everything that asks for Hestia Knife is basically play Hestia Knife most of the time if you're playing Bell, because Hestia Knife is a really good card. So yeah, you'll see this card. This card's really good. I give it a. I'll give it like a. If I could give it a 2.5, I would do it. But this is a 2. You will see like 1 or 2 copies. It will do its job, but it's not amazing. Like, it's just extra push.
Right, sounds good.
Alrighty, next cardo. 0-0 Bell. Pay 1, put the top card of your deck in the clock, return this to hand. At the start of your opponent's attack phase, you can pay the cost. If you do, choose one other Danmachi character and return it to hand. And then act, pay 1, send this to waiting room. If you are level 2 or higher, choose 1 2-1 Bell Climax combo in your waiting room, place it on stage in this card's former slot.
Alright, so you can get +2 if you take 3 damage. You open 2 lanes, and your opponent swings, and you eat it all. Otherwise than that, this is card number 5, 6, 7, 8 of a 2-1 combo.
Yeah, but just be good. Just cancel.
True.
I want cancel because I am bad at this game. But if you're good at the game and you get to cancel these attacks because they are swinging for extra soul, good for you. Yeah. Aside from that, I think as I said before, this is a saucy 2. Gives you more copies of your Bell combo, but you will probably not run this card. So I'll give it a saucy 2. Very sus.
Very sus.
Very sus indeed.
0-0 Hephaestus. When this is reversed, if the battle opponent is level 0, you may reverse that character. Pay 1, send this to memory. Choose 1-1-0 Wealth Climax combo in your waiting room, add it to hand.
Alright, card number 5, 6, 7, 8 of your Wealth combo, but she does not search it out.
Again, I think this is better than the card we just saw because it nets to your plussing combo, which is good. So this is a solid 2. This is a solid 2. Level 0 bombs. This set has a lot of level 0 bombs of different kinds. So at least you know you'll be able to fight the board at level 0 with all these bombs. But and again, memory compression is decent. Grabbing your plussing combo is good. So yeah, this is a 2. You might play this.
Yeah, you can get your level 1 combo at level 0 though.
True.
Cool. Hephaestus? Is that how it's pronounced?
It's Hephaestus.
Hephaestus.
Yeah, well, because it's Japanese, it's Hephaestus in English. But Hephaestus is a GP. Alright, 0-0 Ganesha. Oh, no.
In Spanish it's like Hefesto. I was remembering how in Spanish you call that god. It's like Hefesto.
Hefesto?
Yeah, Hefesto.
Alright, 0-0 Ganesha. When it's played on stage from hand, you pay the cost, discarding 1 climax. If you do, choose up to 1 Danmachi character waiting room, add it to hand. Act, pay 1, send this to waiting room. Choose 1 level 0 or lower character from your waiting room. Place it on stage at any slot, and at the end of the turn, send that character to memory.
Ditch 6 salvage is always nice. Other than
yep.
that, doesn't really do much with the second effect.
If you need the climax, the ditch a climax for a plus, yeah, this is a saucy 2. Like, I don't think you will play this just for the ditch climax. And the other effect is really, really not great, so this gets a saucy 2 from me. Also, he wears a mask. Of course he's sus.
True. Alright. Next card.
1-1 Bell. If you have 2 or more other Danmachi characters, this gets +1 level and 1500 power. If this card is level 2 or higher, this gets 3k power. So it is a 85.
85 level 2. I personally think this card is really good. You see it in Shoku where they get advantage off of 85.
Yeah, 85 is very, very huge. I think this is your best standby target, bar none. If Ares taught me something, it's like 85 is really, really huge and people really can't get over it. But yeah, this is really good. in the standby deck you will play this. Otherwise, this is really really bad. I don't know so one thing I never know how do you rate standby cards. So I'll just give it a 3 because I really don't know what standby cards get in this show.
Vanilla ones
It's
are
a
usually
weird-
just rated 2, but this one's
2.
better than a vanilla one.
Yeah, this one, well,
Yeah,
no
this
hand
is
on
better
card,
than a
it's
vanilla.
bigger with a higher level. That's interesting.
Give it a 2. I'll give it a 3 because
Alright.
Alright.
also because he gets 1 level, so he can't really be sided against.
That's pretty nice.
So
Good upside.
True. It can be a Dachi though. There is a
Yeah, it
standby
can be a Dachi.
actually.
I don't know if you want to waste a Dachi for this though.
yeah, that's the thing. You really want to waste a Dachi when there's like when Ice could be looming in the hand?
True. And in standby, I don't know if he'd play that though, but
Why not?
maybe.
Alright.
Maybe.
Alrighty. 3/2 Wealth. When it's played on stage from hand, you may reveal the top card of your deck. If that card is a Danmachi character or Kurozo's Magic Sword, you may deal 1 to your opponent. And then auto, pay 1, drop a Danmachi character. When this card's battle opponent is reversed, you pay cost. Choose up to 1 Kurozo's Magic Sword in your hand. If you meet the level and color requirement normally needed to play the card, you may immediately play that card without paying its normal cost.
So if you hit everything, if everything goes right for you, it's basically burn 1 and a burn 3. Without a CX.
Yeah, as I mentioned before, as my spoiler said, there's a lot of non-CX combo finishers. This package is actually not bad. I'm surprised it's an uncommon. Uncommons, the rarities in this set are really weird. This could have been a rare easily. In general, this is at least 2 instances of damage. So you lose if you commit to playing the Cross's Magic Sword event. You play the buff because it's another way to play that event with a better timing actually. So you give that event upside, and this deck will probably generate a lot of stock. So you will get to play the Cross's Magic Sword if you commit to. So I'll give this, because this is unknown how good it is. 3, because there is potential on this. These have a lot of potential on this.
Alright, sounds good. Next card, 0/0 Bell. Act, Climax combo, rest this. Choose 1 of your Danmachi characters. This turn it gets 2k power and the following ability. Auto, when this card's damage is cancelled, choose the 2 soul Climax in your Climax area and you may add it to hand. So just real quick to note, the Climax, you don't need to have the Climax in your Climax area to get the 2k pump. It's not like related or anything.
Yeah, so if you really want, you can run this as just a vanilla 2k pump. Otherwise, you potentially loop 2 soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to loop 2 soul. This is really good. 2k pump on demand is really really weird, and it doesn't come often for Weiss. Like
True.
You can get that to 1.5k pumps, but 2k pumps is all. 2k pumps are huge. So a 2k pump on demand is something that is really worth exploring, and this has shown up in like initial lists from the set. So I'll give this a saucy 3, because this could be one of the best cards in the set, just because 2k pump is a huge pump on a 0.
Whole Life has a
This will help.
2.5k
Hmm?
Yeah,
Whole Life has a 2.5k pump that doesn't see too much.
True.
yeah. But again, HoloLive has better selection of cards in general.
Okay, that's true.
Like,
Whole Life has
HoloLive is like 5. HoloLive is like 4 sets in comparison to 1 regular set.
yeah, Whole Life
so,
has like twice as much cards as Danmachi does.
So yeah, I'll give it a saucy 3. Because
Okay.
this could be a very good card for the context of the deck.
True. All right, 0/0 Freya. Continuous. Your other Danmachi character in the front row center slot gets plus X power, where X is equal to the level of that character times 500. Auto. Put the top card of your deck in a clock. When this is placed on stage from hand, you pay the cost. If you do, look at the top 4 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 to an otter among them. Place it on stage, and any slot rested, send the rest to waiting room.
Yo, you can potentially get 2-1 out of level 0 if you high roll the cards right. Her
True.
hairstyle is kind of familiar though.
In terms of flavor, this is a 5-star card because if you look between the lines of what's happening, in the novels this is more explained. Most of the problems that Belle faced in the beginning of the show, it's Freya sending Otter to the early levels of the dungeon. Like Otter is what caused her to almost kill Belle and get saved by Ice. Then Otter trained the Minotaur to fight Belle at the end of season 1.
Wait, what are these
So
spoilers? Wait, what?
No, that's not spoilers. Like season 1 is like 6 years old.
There's no point. Wait.
But yeah, this is 5-star flavor, 1-star card. The card is not good, and you will not play this package probably.
Kevin.
What's up?
Hololive Gen 6 debuts today.
What?
Wow.
Okay, we'll talk about this after the show. Today? Today!
They're all showing me on debut. November 26th of 2100 is the first girl.
In how many hours?
I don't fucking know, dude. What time is it in Japan right now?
We'll continue. 20
Like tomorrow morning? It's like tomorrow morning.
Okay, continue.
Yes, tomorrow morning.
Whatever. Alright. The next card, 00 Wealth. 9 hours from now, thanks. 00 Wealth. When this card is placed on stage from hand, all players resolve the following effect. If you have 5 or more memory, choose 4 cards in your memory, send all other cards to waiting room. Once attacked, reveal the top card of your deck. If it has a soul trigger, choose one of your other characters, rest it, and move it to an empty back row slot.
Oh wait, this is a clean cut. Sort of.
Kind of.
Makes it very inconsistent.
It's a very saucy clean card.
Hey, but with the amount of runners around these days, it's basically the same consistency as a regular clean cut. If you ask me.
If it was bigger, if it was like 3K cat size or whatever, 2K is not that good. I'll give it a 2 because it has the memory wash effect, which is not bad. Like if you need to have a memory wash, you have one in a 0, which is not the worst. It's a card you can easily find. So I'll give this a 2, but it's a very saucy card in general.
Alright,
fair enough. Next card, 10 Bell. During your turn, if you are level 3 or higher, all of your other Danmachi characters get 1k power. Continuous. During your turn, all other Danmachi characters get 1k power. Oh, this card's actually kind of nice.
Yeah. 1k in your turn, and then at level 3 you can get 2k pump. Ooh, so much power.
Yeah, it's 2k global, but
on your turn only.
In your turn only. Yeah, someone you don't need this card. The power on your turn is really high in general in Danmachi. You don't really care about a card like this.
Nice. True.
What was this, 2?
No, 1.
Oh,
Smudge.
1. Even worse. Ugh. Sag.
Smudge. Alright. 2-1 Bell. When you use this card's backup, look at the top card of your deck and put it on the top of your deck or into the waiting room. 2500 backup.
Yep. Leaf counter is usually better than this, but because you're running so many events, the way to avoid that.
Yeah, someone said, "Oh, if our players hit an event out of our Leafa counter, people will complain." So they made this backup instead. It's not the worst. Yeah. If you want a backup, this is what you go for. This is the only decent backup you have in the set, I think, if my memory serves right. So, yeah, decent. Give it a 2.
2? Okay.
2? Okay.
Alright. Next card, 2-1 Otter. Continuous. If you have 2 or more other Danmachi characters, this gets 5 levels and 2500 power. Kind of cracked.
Is he like a level 7? I assume.
Yeah, he is. Mm-hmm. He is the only level 7 adventurer. He's actually the most broken character in the show.
Yeah.
That's 5-star flavor, 1-star card.
Yeah, he's 85 and then extremely big if you have level assist, but that's about it.
Like in the show, he hates Belle because Freya cares more about Belle. So, but Belle has the better cards here. So sorry, Ottar, you get a 1.
Smoj.
Man, scry counter.
Scry counter. Alright, 2/2 wealth. For each of your other opponent's back row. This gets 1500 power. Auto, pay 1, send one of your characters on stage to the waiting room to encore. Wow.
Wow, it's only 10k, so it's tiny for one of those effects that needs your opponent's characters.
Yeah.
And the encore's kind of not good.
What is it with Danmachi? What is it with Danmachi and their weird ass encore requirements for choo-choos? Well, get a 1 and let's move on. I am sad right now. So many bad standby targets. Come on.
Yeah, that's why we said 2-1 Bell is the best standby target, because you have stuff like
Yeah,
this.
like yeah, 2-1 Bell is the best standby target because every choo-choo with 2 souls has a weird ass encore.
Alright, next card.
Alright. Ushi Wakamaru! All of the other Danmachi characters. If all your characters are Danmachi, draw 1.
Upstart Goblin, but your opponent does not gain 1,000 life points.
Yep, and if you had the good brainstorm from this set, this is Angel Pattern for people that actually know where that card comes from. But yeah, this is a very good card because it has cards that synergize very well with it. So you will play this card and you will like it because you will serve.
I don't wanna. Can't make me. Alright, 1/0 Firebolt. Choose one of your level X or lower Danmachi characters in your waiting room, add it to hand. X equal to the number of 1/0 Bell Climax combos in your waiting room.
It's basically guaranteed that you salvage your Bell combo, because if you have one Bell combo in your grade grid, you salvage level 1 lower.
Yeah, this is to support the combo, makes it more consistent. This card is really good in the deck, and you need it and this is necessary for the power condition of your combo. So you will play this, and it will do a lot of good work. So this is a 4.
In context of the Bell level
Alright.
1, you probably never played
Obviously, this is a 4 in context of the deck. In the context of the level 1 combo Bell. In the combo, you will play this, so that's why it's a 4.
Alright. 1/1 Rabbit Armor. Choose one Danmachi character in your waiting room, add it to hand. Choose one Danmachi character, give it 4k power. This is the one that the wealth also makes -1 cost.
I mean, if you didn't have to run so many events already, this card is actually not that bad. High selectivity and a 4k pump, so it's good.
Yeah, as I mentioned, you can play the Belf and this as a package. And this event is really, I think this is the first of this kind that gives 4k. 4k is a lot of power. This is selectivity. So the event itself is really decent. So I'll give the event on its own a 2. Like, you could play this alone and you won't feel terrible about it. So it's really decent. So yep, 2 is good.
Alrighty. 3/3 Krozo's Magic Sword. If you don't have a Danmachi character, you may not play this from hand. Deal 3 damage to your opponent, send it to memory.
Yo, pay 3, burn 3. If you have excess stock at the end of your game, you can pay 3, burn 3.
And just dump it.
This is a really decent card on the context of this set because you can actually find this card if you want to. So it's more consistent. That doesn't mean it's just better, but it's another option you have available. Again, this is probably going to be better if you combine it with the buff we saw before. But again, you can play, because this deck doesn't have like a level 3 finisher. Like when you play like the 8 gate deck, like 8 door deck, you don't have a finisher. So this can be your finisher in that deck.
True.
So I'll give it a 3 because it's really uncertain, or if it's better just with the buff.
Fair enough. Very reasonable.
Alright, and that is it for red.
Into blue we go, friends.
Yeah, we had enough time of looking at these. Into blue!
Alright. 0/0 Hesia. When this ability activates up to once per turn. When you play an event, you may draw one. If you do, discard one. And then there's a tap self-search brainstorm. So it's like the card capture one.
Yeah, card capture, not the English one, but the Japanese one. And you also have the Upstart Goblin, the draw one event, so you can make it your draw one event, so you draw 2, ditch one event, essentially.
We've mentioned with like subtle, not so subtlety, mentioned this card before because it's like this is the brainstorm you will play in when your deck has a bunch of events. You will play this brainstorm. It's really powerful when you combine with the Hestia Knife when we look at it, because you can draw a card and ditch. You can do the draw ditch during your opponent's turn. Search Brainstorm is really good in the beginning of the game mostly, and you will. This is your brainstorm. This is the one you will play. This is what you'll go for. This is. I guess you can give these a 5-star, but I just give 4 stars to brainstorms because you can choose not to run them. But this is really good. This is really good brainstorm. I'll give it a 4. If only with salvage.
Alright, 2-1 Aino. Continuous. 2k assist to level 3s in front of this. Act. Rest this. If you have an event in your waiting room, choose one of your opponent's characters this turn and gains the following ability. During this card's battle, you cannot play events or backups from hand.
We see this kind of like the Sinon in Sao, kind of like the Saya from Bang Dream. Good way to stop one lane from ever using an event or backup, so you can guarantee a reverse if need be.
Yep. Also, you can. This is someone is asking why is this a doubler? It's because your finisher restands. You can get the protection for 2 attacks. And also it's a very huge assist. And in battery, you have to like force 6 events or 5 events to make it live. In this set, you're running at least 8. So this is live more. This is easily more live. This is live always basically.
I just don't think they knew how to balance this card compared to like the Saya from Bang Dream. Saya from Bang Dream was like a super overplayed card when it came out too. So
yeah, this is good. You will probably play one. This card is because you only play one. I guess this is a 2, but you won't feel bad playing this card. It's a really decent card. So yeah. Also a nice culture. Sadly, she doesn't get much screen time. But she's a culture.
She gets a lot of card time though. Alright, next card.
Yep. 3-2 Hestia, continuous. For each of your other back row Danmachi characters, it gets 1k power. On play, you may discard 1 card. If you do, put a top card of your clock to stock. And climax combo, when this attacks, if you have the pants in your climax area, choose one of your characters. This turn it gets +1 soul and the following ability. When this card's ability activates once per turn, when this card's damage is cancelled, you may deal 2 to your opponent.
A good combination of this card is with the level 3 spell we saw earlier. Other than that, this card is just very, very cheap. Lets you just go triple combo for 4 stock.
Yep, very, very efficient combo. This set doesn't. It feels like Danmachi won't have hand issues most of the time, so you won't feel bad about having to ditch for the stock. As you said, this combo is very cheap, and it has a decent range. So Hestia can choose herself. So that's never you will not whiff the first attack. This is very good. This is if you don't want to gamble on the ball, this is the safe finisher. I can say. This is a safe bet. She gets a 4-star because if you want to build like a boring Danmachi deck, this is your finisher. Like if you want to experiment, you go for this.
True.
Alright, sounds good.
Next card. 0-0 Hestia. When it attacks, if you have 1 or less other characters, you may mill one. If that card is level 0 or lower, you may place it on any stage in any part of your back row slots, blah blah blah. When this is reversed, mill 2. If there's level 2 or higher among those cards, you may send this to stock. Stockwa. So potentially go +1 stock, +1 board.
if you are a god of RNG.
True.
Yeah. This is a good card. But again, one of the things is that this set has a lot of low power. So I don't know how many 500 power levels you can play this set. Because there's a lot. I guess 2. You might run this. It might do well, but I think there's better zeros when you're gonna commit to 500 power level zeros.
Alrighty, next card. 0-0 Mikoto. Continuous. Assist 1k to level 0 or lowers. Act. You may send this to waiting room if your level is 1 or higher. Choose 1-1-0 Mikoto climax combo in your waiting room. Place it on stage in this card's former slot.
Card number 5678 of your 1-0 Mikoto combo. I forgot this card existed.
Me too.
It's because the 1-0 Mikoto combo is good. Mostly because it's on a book. But again, at least when you play this set, you won't be complaining about consistency. Your decks, your combos, like almost every level 1 combo has a consistency card. And this is your consistency card for the Mikoto combo. Really decent, but again, if you're playing this, you're playing the Mikoto combo, so you're not doing that well in that sense. So I'll just give it a 1 star. It's sad because the Mikoto combo is not that good.
Alrighty. Rare 0-0 Aina. Auto, send this to waiting room. When your other Danmachi character is sent from stage to waiting room. If this is in the back row, you may pay the cost. If you do, return that character to the stage in its former slot rested. And then it has Act, ditch 1 Magic Stone event, rest this. Choose the 2 Danmachi characters in your waiting room, send them to stock in any order.
A good way to loop cards if you need be, and it's also a filter for a potentially breaky event.
Yeah. I mean, if you're playing the Magic Stone event, I mean, you don't need this card to make the Magic Stone event playable, but that event is very borderline. So I don't think this card has a home. There is not really a card that you want to save too much, because the bell, if you want to protect the 2-1 bell, the card protects itself. If you want to protect the ice that has hexproof, you just better just grab it and call it and play it again, so you get the power again. And on level 3, you usually don't want to protect your cards, you want to die, so you recover and get the on-play effects again. So I think this is a 1, and I don't think this is a payoff to running Magic Stone, because Magic Stone is a very saucy event.
True.
It's very bad to play. So yeah, sorry Aina, you get a 1.
A 1 Smudge.
Smudge.
Alrighty. 1-0 Hestia. When this is played on stage from hand, you may choose 1 level X or lower Danmachi character in your waiting room. Wait, where's the cost? Oh, when it's played on stage, you may pay cost. There we go. Choose 1 level X or lower Danmachi character in your waiting room. Add to hand, X is equal to the number of 2-1 bells in your waiting room. Yeah.
Yeah, if you are playing the 2-1 bell, this card acts as a way for you to get a costless hand fix.
Yeah. The question is how much of these you will play. I guess if you keep the deck like red, splashing blue for, I don't know, cards that we will see later, you can play this. I'll give it a 2. It's utility, not it's good selectivity, depending on how many bells you see. But I don't think this card has a slot, or it doesn't match the color of the deck, because if you're playing the 2-1 bell, you're probably playing 1-0 bell as well. So that's an 8-door deck. It doesn't want to be heavy on blue. So yeah, I'll give it a 2, but it's a very like stretchy. It's a stretch to give it a 2.
Alright. Next card. 1-1 Aina. Continuous. Your Aina's present events in your hand gain counter. Assist, level X. And then auto, discard a climax. When your trigger check reveals a climax, you pay the cost. If you look at 2 cards from the top of your deck, choose up to 1, show it to your opponent, add it to hand, and then send the rest to waiting room.
If you are playing a whole package, you get level assist and a global 1k. It's pretty cool. It also makes your event a sack counter to versus if so need be.
Yeah, I think this is the cheapest or the earliest level assist you can get. For like, if you, for example, you want to do the ASFI thing, but like to mirror the Shirogane, but those cards shared color, these on the ASFI don't share color. The event itself is not that great. To give it counter, it makes it a little better, but in general, it's not that great. It makes it a 1k counter basically, but you have to sack another lane. So if you do this, if you play this card, you will play it for the level assist and for the on-trigger effect, which is really decent. I really like these trigger effects, especially in decks that will trigger climaxes a lot, because you go through your deck super fast. Once your stat once you hit level 1, this deck will probably hit climaxes a lot, because you're going through your deck super fast once you hit level 1. So I think this is really decent. It will be a way to ditch extra copies of your climaxes that you're triggering, because if you're playing pants. So I'll give this a 2. It's a very decent card. So it's a very good consideration, even if you're not playing Devon.
Dude, this card just saved 8 bar. It's lit. So, you ready to try the deck now, Matt?
No.
What?
You're the worst. Toxic. 3/2 Hestia. If you have the double R Hestia in your clock, this gains -1 level in hand. For each of your other Danmachi characters, it gets 500 power. And when this is played on stage from hand, you may send the bottom card of your clock to waiting room. Awooga.
That is your 11k EP healer if you have full board.
Awooga, awooga.
Alright. 5-star art. Let's say it right now. Also, it's a very, very good card. Having a 11k EP is always good. The condition is playing a card you will be playing, so this is an easy 4 stars. If you're playing blue, that you will probably be playing, because blue is the easiest color to splash, and it has the payoff of being able to play this card. So yeah, easy 4-star. This card is really good. Only a rare. I expected this to be a double rare. I was like, where's this card? Because we went through the doublers, I was like, where's this card? I'm forgetting this card. Did I dream with this card? I was like, am I dreaming? Where's the early play? But yeah, it's a rare. It means it's cheap.
I mean, it's not that cheap, because you kind of have to buy the expensive brainstorm.
Yeah, you gotta buy the fucking brainstorm.
I don't wanna see how much is the brainstorm in Japan.
It's not that bad, but
it's not horrible. It's actually not that bad.
But it's like still.
It would have been way worse if we didn't have the yellow brainstorm.
True.
True.
We've seen how the sets that only get 1 brainstorm are.
Those were a time.
Right. Yeah. $25 brainstorms. Alright, 0/0 Aina. Auto, pay 1, drop 1. When it's played on stage from hand, you may search your deck for 1 Danmachi character, show it to your opponent, add it to hand, shuffle your deck. When this is reversed, if the battle opponent is level 0 or lower, you may send that character to the bottom of your opponent's deck.
Drops are so nice. Clock Bomb is not something you want to put in unless it's attached to a utility card. This is a good utility card.
Indeed. I wholeheartedly agree. You will play this probably if you're playing blue. It's a decent color fix. So yeah, I'll give this a 2, but it's a card you're happy to run every.
It is. Next.
Alright. 0/0 Takemikazuchi. Auto. When it's played on stage from hand, you pay the cost, which is shuffling 2 characters from your waiting room into your deck. This does not suffer soul penalty when siding this turn. When it attacks, choose one of your other Danmachi characters, and it gains X power, where X is equal to the number of Danmachi characters times 500.
It is a Shimikai, and it can shuffle in your choice triggers. Zero.
Yep. He actually can. Yeah, Taki's a good character. his card is not the best, but it's a really good. This card can be very useful in the correct deck. As you said, it's good in the 8 choice deck. And the effect is decent. It's a 2. It's a solid 2.
Alright.
Alright, very fair.
SPTCG. Not me. That was UA who did that. Has gifted
Oh.
a tier 1 sub.
Pog!
UA paying himself.
Single sub? Where's your 10 subs, dude? Come on, 9 more subs for Turkey Day. Alright. Next card, 1-0 Mikoto. For each of your other Danmachi characters, it gets 500 power. Oh, we actually do have a big level 1 combo. Okay, I assumed everything was going to be like 4,500 on defense.
It's not
Auto.
the level 1 combo you ever play, though.
True. Auto climax combo. Ditch 1 when this attacks. If you have the book in the climax area and you have 4 more other Danmachi characters, look up to 2 cards from the top of your deck, choose up to 1 among them, add it to hand, set the rest to stock in any order. Crap.
The stock charging combo, basically, that can potentially hand fix.
Crap.
This is basically the crush combo from the first 3-0 set.
It's Shiro from No Game No Life.
Sorry, I don't remember lollies. I remember Crush. I remember Crush because it's the name of a soft drink.
Okay, Orange Crush.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have Orange Crush. So yeah, I remember. That's why I remember Crush. Again, you have a bond to this event. If you want to play this combo, you have more consistency. The combo is not that great, so I'll give it a fat 2.
Fat 2, better than a 1.
All right. 1-0 Hestia. This is like to once per turn. When you play Hestia Knife this turn, this gets 4k power.
Oh, it's 9k and the event's a counter, so it could be 9k cross turn.
Whoa!
Holy damn!
Correct.
It's so huge.
Yep. I mean, if you can fulfill the condition to give it counter to the event, this can get a 4k on its own. It becomes 9k. I think it's a 2. You will probably won't play this card, but this is a saucy 2 because you can actually. I see myself like someone randomly playing this on me and being like, oh shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Oh shit. This card is huge. I can't destroy it. No, fuck. But yeah, saucy 2.
Yeah.
This is like for more of a Hestia waifu deck or something.
True. Hestia Bell OTP.
Wait, if it's Hestia waifu, you can't meet the
Hestia Bell OTP.
Wait, okay, OTP, yeah.
OTP.
Oh, this card.
All right.
This card.
2-1 Hestia. I love this fucking card. 2-1 Hestia. If you have another character with Bell in its name, this gets 700 power. So it'll be a 10-5 if you have a Bell. Climax combo. When this card's Bell opponent is reversed, if you have the Pants Climax in the Climax area, and you have another character with Bell in its name, choose the 2 Danmachi characters in your waiting room, put them into stock in any order, then look at the top 4 cards of your deck, choose the 1 Danmachi character in your waiting room, or choose 1 Danmachi character among them, show it to hand, put the rest in the waiting room. Also has a Pog foil CX that we don't have here. But
Now, you may be wondering, well, what Bell card could I play with it? Well, there might be a little Tuso combo that can also pump in their 2k to help get its reverse off.
that you don't have to play the 2-slow combo with.
Oh,
Yep.
this card's
If you're-
huge.
Yeah, this card. This card is basically a better version of the Kirito combo from Alicization 2.
I love that card.
The card is really good. If that card wasn't in a stock soul, I would play that card in the heart. And now it's not in a stock soul, so which means that I might be trying this card. This card looks really good.
6 pants on
Yeah,
March,
just-
baby.
8 Pandan Machi. Let's go.
Six pants,
But yeah,
two
this
choice.
card is really powerful.
Yeah, 6
This card
pants,
is really
choice.
powerful. I need to see that list, by the way. Sadly. But yeah, this card has a lot of potential. 12k on attack, 10-5 on defense. Yeah, I'll give this a 3 because 2-1 combos are always hit or miss. But this could be a hit for sure. So give it a 3.
Could be a
Alright.
hit for sure.
Hell yeah, brother. 2-1 Hestia. When it's placed on stage from hand, choose up to one of your opponent's characters, send it to memory. Then opponent places that character on any slot in this, character on stage in any slot. English hard.
It's a blink.
Auto. Pay one, drop one. Yeah, it's a blink. Pay one, drop one. When it's placed on stage from hand, you may pay the cost. If you do, your opponent chooses one card in their waiting room. Shuffle all the cards from their waiting room into the deck.
This is good utility.
Fumio.
It's a blink and a Fumio. It's again another of these cards that mesh two really decent effects together. I guess you can easily play this. This is easily accessible in the set. Every character is very, very easy to find in this deck because you will be looping Hestia Knives. So this is basically available whenever you want, unless you trigger it. If you trigger it and it's stuck in your stock, then sad times. But yeah, this is I guess it gets a 3 because it's good to be a 2. It's too good to be a 2.
Smooch. No point. 0-0 Aina. Auto. When it's played on stage from hand, if you have 2 more other Danmachi characters, draw one, drop one. Auto. Pay 1. Put the top card of your deck in a clock. When this card is sent from stage to waiting room, you can pay the cost. If you look at the top 2 cards of your deck, choose the 2 Danmachi characters from among them, show them to your opponent, add them to your hand, send the rest to waiting room.
So you see this type of profile in Whole Life, you see this type of profile in Assault
South
Lily.
10th?
South 10th, play this.
South 10th never played this, but it had it.
This card does not.
This is a 1 in this set because this set has a bunch of events and you will miss of them.
Yeah, I don't think it's a 1. I think you can find some event.
Yeah. You can play like 8 choices and play any events. So like
8
yeah,
choices.
okay, you can play this in 8 choice for sure. Okay, I'll give it a 2. You convince me. You convince me really fast.
You probably need an 8 choice.
yeah, like, it gives you some extra gas, helps you draw your choice, helps you get extra cards because you have to ditch it for your...
it doesn't grab CX.
Draw drops.
Oh, drops. Yeah.
Yeah, it draw drops. Yeah,
So-
it's a 2. It's a really consistent card for the decks that aren't running a high amount of events.
Next card. Cute Hestia. 0-0 Hestia. When split on stage from hand, you may look at the top 3 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 event from among them, show it to your opponent, add it to hand, send the rest to waiting room. If you add in a card to hand, discard 1. Auto. When split on stage from hand, you may choose one of your opponent's characters until the end of your opponent's next turn. It gains the following ability. This card cannot move to other slots. This card dunks like K, dude.
You ask for a 3-3 event bonder. This card basically helps you find your 3-3 event. And it randomly helps you against standby matchups.
NK.
This card is so good because it, for example, if you wonder how am I gonna get my Firebolt events in my hand to find my bells, this does it. However, so my Cross's magic, so this does it. Internet,
You're dying.
I'm back.
Yeah,
We got the gist of what you were saying. It finds all your dank events.
Like every good event in this set is better because this can fetch your event.
And it mills.
This is
And it's double zero.
This gives you deck speed. It finds your events, and it has a decent utility against standby decks. This card is really good in the context of this set. You will play at least. You'll play. I mean, if you're going to the event heavy builds, you will see this card, and this card will help you a lot. It has utility in every stage of the game, so I'll give it a 4. It's really powerful. Also, she looks very cute.
I didn't think about how you can just target their 2-2 in the back row. That's so funny.
Yeah, dude.
Yep. See, 2-2 in the back. Stay there.
1-1 in the back too. Stays there too.
Yep.
Dang.
If you're winning board every time and see the hand is low, that brainstorm stays there. they can march.
Alrighty. Next cardo. 1-0 Chigusa. Continuous. All of your other 2-1 Okas get 3k power, and the following ability: pay 1 when this card attacks. You may trigger check twice. Act. Restless. Choose one of your characters, and it gains the following ability. If it gains 1k and the following ability, when this card battle port is reversed, you may send that character to the bottom of your deck.
I mean, it makes you play a vanilla.
It doesn't make you play vanilla. You can just play for the bottom effect if you really want to.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I guess the bottom effect it's very good utility for blue.
You have to play blue.
I mean, you will play blue. I don't think you will play this, but it's an option. It's an option you have available. again, as I said, these cards you can find them pretty easily once you reach level 1. You can find basically whatever you want. So this is a 2.
Come here. You can play this card, right? You can play this card with your Bell Restander. Target your Bell. Give it the kick ability. Then
and then you
this
swing
reverses the card,
into an open
yeah,
lane.
kicks it and then gets the open lane. Easy.
Yep, and he gets an extra soul. It becomes a 2 and 3. Yeah. Again,
Boom.
utility.
There's your extra
really
soul,
cool.
Ragnarok. You asked. Boom.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
1-0 Hestia. When you use this card's backup, you pay cost, discarding 2 Danmachi characters. If you do, choose one of your opponent's characters whose level is higher than your opponent's level. Send it to the bottom of their deck, and it's a 1k backup.
Ditch 2 anti-change.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing these in a while. At least a 1-0. But this is a powerful effect. But it's very dependent. I think you might play this, but at least it's a better option than the 2k counter. It's good to have. It's a 2. It will change. It will depend on the meta and in how much Danmachi you actually see. Much Danmachi can actually perform. But yeah, it's a very good card to have.
Yeah. It's also really cute. He wasn't paying attention, unfortunately. He got called out. Alright. 1-0 Hestia Knife. Counter. You may play this from hand unless you have a character with Hestia or Bell in its name. This cannot be played from hand during the counter step unless you have a character with Bell in its name. You may play this card without meeting color requirement. And then it is a check 4, add a Danmachi character, show it to your opponent, and send the rest to waiting room.
Okay, I'm actually thinking about this in 6 standby 2 door. It's a 1-1 that's a Bell. You use this for that. You get your 2-1 that's a Bell. You can use it for that, and then you can end up playing the Bell that has an on attack, pay 1, burn 1. Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna nerd here. There's a reason. There's a flavored reason why this card can ignore color requirement. The main reason is because the Hestia Knife is actually like an illegal item. In the sense that Hephaestus explains in the light novel that when you make a weapon, the weapon has a level cap. Like the weapon will be good for you until a certain level. The Hestia Knife is designed so it grows, it gets more powerful the more powerful Bell is. So it's a cheat weapon, and it wrecks the economy. So it's a weapon that shouldn't be made. That's why it works in every color, because it's a card that you will always be able to play. It's always available to you.
Damn, scales with Bell, OP.
Yep.
Scales with the boy.
Because it scales with Bell. If you have a Bell, it becomes a counter. It becomes better. So, flavor, 5 stars.
But it's just his knife. But...
All right. Well, what's the actual rating for this card, though?
The actual rating, it's I think it's a 4. Like it's a 4. Because you have to commit to a Hestia or Bell. You get the full effect only when you're playing Bells. So that's not every deck, but most of the decks will play Hestia. So you will have a torch. You will have a torch that has an attached draw and ditch one, because your Hestia will probably be the Brainstorm. So it's a card that you can easily, when you're splashing blue into a deck, you'll play the Brainstorm, probably some copies of these, and the early play. So that's like your blue package that you can slap into any deck.
Right.
Sugoi.
Nice.
Card 1-1 Ines Present. Choose one of your Danmachi characters, send it to waiting room. If you do, send this to memory. Let's see. Continuous memory. If this is in your memory, all of your Danmachi characters gain 1k power.
So usually this is a -2 hand, -1 stock for global 1k. Because there's a card that gives us a counter, you can use it on a character that has lived before and attacked before. This only ends up being a -1. Oh, it's basically just like playing a 1/1 global 1k character without taking a slot on board.
Yeah, but it's very mediocre. The 1k, I mean, the power lines are so low on defense that this 1K doesn't get you there. That's
You just gotta. Oh, is he dying?
if you're playing a standby build, you probably don't. Oh, am I dying? Am I dying?
You're good.
No,
You're good. You're good.
Okay. No, I'm scared. Okay. So if you're playing the standby deck, you have decent power lines already, so you probably don't need this. And your other decks have power lines that are so bad that you don't need this. So you'll probably not play this card. So
What if I want?
I think it's a 1. Oh, it's a 1, sadly. Also, it's a 1 because the armor piece that ain't a gift spell doesn't combine with the armor. It's also a 1 for me.
Oh, what an egg! All right.
It's like a fat green. It's like a shiny green and red is
True.
white.
All right. 2/1 Magic Stone. If you have 3 or more Danmachi characters, shuffle all your opponent's stock into their deck. They shuffle their deck, then put equal number of cards from the top of their deck into stock.
Man, Bread Event has really gone hill, eh?
Gotta hit different now.
Bushiroad's attempt to nerf stock swap events so that they can still print them.
It's too good. Bread Event was too good. Now we know. Now we know that Bread Event was too good. This is so sad because you have to have 3 characters play it. And when you play this, you want to get cards from that sweet compressed deck. But no, you shuffle the cards back into the deck. This is a 1. I'm sad. Like I wish I had like a regular stock swap. This is a 1.
Well, you do have a Fumio.
Yep, we do have Fumio.
Can't have stock swap Fumio though.
Sad.
Alright, and that is it for blue. We'll go straight into box topper promos. So there's only about 5 or 6 of them, I believe.
I gotta pee.
Yeah,
I think it's 4.
We'll run through these real fast.
Okay, go fast. Go. Zoom. 0/0 Lily. Continuous. If it's in the front row center slot, this gets +1 soul. Pay 1, drop 1 when this is played on stage from hand. You may choose 1 Danmachi character from your waiting room, add it to hand, then choose 1 Danmachi character this turn. It gets 1k power.
Drop salvage with +1 soul. Pretty nice.
Like
I love Kokoro. 3
3
stars. I love Kokoro.
I like Kokoro drop search as well. And this card's pretty good too.
Be a good attacker,
Yeah.
while also getting
3
good
stars.
utility.
1/1 wealth. If this cost of this character crossing this is level 0, this cannot be reversed. When this attacks, if your other Danmachi character, this gets 1500 power. Wow. That's a really shitty
wow.
Potential 1/1 target, but it's not that good at 1/1.
for whatever reason, this
No,
one's
it's not that good. There's a bunch of standby going around. But no, it's a 1. You don't want to commit to this.
I want to know why Bushi makes this kind of 1/1 when they make things like the Nino, which is like
6/5
cost 65.
6/5 cross turn. This can't be reversed. Cost 0.
Like, this card, like Nino's actually hard to like get over. This card, you could just run it over and just be like, whatever. You know, yeah, you get your plus. I don't care. I don't lose my card at least. To kind of end, anti-standby. Anyhow, next card, 1/0 Bell. When it attacks, if you have 2 or more other Danmachi characters, this gets 2k power. This ability activates up to once per turn. When this is reversed for the top card of your deck, if it's level 2 or higher, you may rest this. This is like the Lisbeth, right?
Yeah.
Sal?
This is the list.
6/5
I'll
beater.
give it a 2.
Yeah, 6/5 beater. Coin flip.
I'll give it a
potential
2.
plus.
2?
2.
Alright.
2. Yeah. You won't get. You will get it sometimes. Sometimes you don't. It's the same as Lisbeth, and very sauce. So yeah, 2.
Alrighty. Next cardo. 0/0 Hestia. When you play an event, you may send this to stock. Act. Rest this. Choose one of your Danmachi characters. This turn it gets 1k power. So it's kind of like that one priestess that only I played in Goblin Slayer, but I like that card.
Yeah, if you really need the 1k pump and then potentially get stock out of it, the card.
Cool card.
Yep. I'll give that
side
2.
movement, too.
This card's really decent.
There's like almost some armor
This card's
peeking
really
out
decent.
too. Some ribcage.
This guy.
And that's it. Wait, she didn't put the. She didn't put the. Oh!
Oh, did you put the standby? Quick, Kevin, go grab it.
No.
All I'm saying is, she says Omedetou Beru. Beru.
this is proof that.
Oh,
we're
you
doing
played it?
live.
Hell yeah, Ragnarok. True guy. Kevin, is go faster.
Sorry, I'm using a lot of my internet uptime in the stream.
The Twitch stream killed the internet. Yeah, boy. No, you closed it. Oh my god. Stand by.
Stand by.
When you
Yeah, this is your standby. 5 stars. This is standby. It makes the standby deck live.
5-star, you get 8 standbys. Let's go.
5-star are
S tier foot, right?
5-star
Kevin?
because it makes a new
Fuck
deck.
yeah, dude.
It also gives you that. It also gives you that coot shot. Kind
Damn.
of weird.
Oh yeah, this is a loot as hell art. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude. You get the tummy. You get the armpit. The booba. The foot. You get the everything, dude. This shows you everything except butt.
Jesus.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
5-star because it's standby.
But yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, besides from that. All right, Jason, you can go take your bathroom break.
Hell yeah. We're back.
Yeah, that's the set. That's Danmachi.
All right, guys. As always, thank you for watching. A last minute shout out to Nova TCG, who sponsors us for these shows, and Weiss Tea Time, who provides us all of these slides for us to do the show. Thank you again to Mr. Matt for showing up on the show. We're glad to have you on here. Any shout-outs you want to give?
I'm gonna give a shout out to my local community. These guys play more Weiss than I, so when I go test with them, I lose every time. But when I play online, somehow I do better. Shout outs to you guys because you do a really good job. This is a very important show for the community, in my opinion. Yeah.
What are you doing, Kevin?
Let's see.
What am I doing?
He's building decks.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, I really think this show is really good. It's really good utility for the community. And yeah, you guys are doing a great job. Thank you for having me. If you ever want me back, I'll be glad to come back.
Oh yeah, dude.
Maybe after this product stream, we'll have another poll for people so we can see if anybody else wants to-
it's gonna be guaranteed. I'll do a what's it called another form. So if you see a set that you want to be a part of,
or
that was
you know
revealed
somebody
over
that
there,
is interested in being on.
then fill out the form when I post it on Facebook and Discord, and yeah, we might add you onto the show.
Like Matt. All Matt had to do was say that he really liked Danmachi.
Oh yeah, Matt just was on stream and he's like messaging comments like, "Yo, I really enjoyed Danmachi. You put me on." It's like, okay, down.
I'm sending to you.
Kevin, your deck sucks.
But yeah. Yep, 100% sucks.
Toxic guys.
I have